Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D Real coming at you with another Be Real with D Real, where Edutainment explains it. As you can see, up in the right hand corner, my left, is an image of the lovely and talented Janet Jackson. I just recently saw an article yesterday that Janet Jackson could have been Storm. Would that have worked out? I wonder. I don't know. But I'm gonna give you what I got. And before I do, I'm gonna do what I need to do so I can do what I want to do. Comment, like, subscribe, and share to Be Real with D Real page so that when new material comes out, you get it. If you're digging what a brother shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Because edutainment is what I do. Now, let's see if we can do this. I don't know. Let's try some musical accompaniment. Not anything too funky, not anything too boring. Let's just, how about okay. In recent articles that have come out all over the place, like the Grio and Screen Rant and a couple of others, says Janet Jackson reveals she almost played Storm in X-Men. Now, this week, Janet Jackson was on the Drew Barrymore show in her own little, coy kind of Janet Jackson way, just sort of revealed, you know what? I'm gonna let her do it so I don't be disrespectful.
Is it true that you were almost in the Matrix?
No.
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 Well, you look like it right here.
Yeah, because that makes me think you should be in the Matrix.
It was, this is horrible.
Oh.
I can't remember the film, but Halle Berry played Storm.
X-Men?
But I couldn't because I was just embarking on the Janet tour. But I think that's what you're confusing me with. It wasn't the Matrix.
It wasn't the Matrix?
It wasn't,
No.
okay.
So there, right out of Janet's mouth, unless she's fibbing, she could have been Storm. How would that have played out? First off, let's do what we normally do. We got to make comparisons, stats, statistics, all that kind of a thing. First X-Men movie came out when 2000. Janet Demeter Jo Jackson was born in 66, I want to say. So in 2000, she would have been in her mid to late 30s. A beautiful black woman at the time, who could have 100% played Storm. She hasn't had very physical action roles in the movies that she's been in. However, we know she can move her body and jump and get around and dance on the dance floor and on stage. So that wouldn't have been a stretch for Janet, and the physicality required for Storm, let's be honest, minimal. Maybe on a harness or something like that. Honestly, could Janet Jackson have played Storm? I think Janet Jackson could have did a much better job than this Academy Award winning actress. And that sounds strange coming out of my mouth as I say it, but I feel like Halle Berry didn't do enough research into the role. I mean, she did some research, apparently, but we didn't go, that's Storm right there. I mean, 100. We were not 100% sold. Was that Storm? Now, the question remains, and the answer we'll never know. Could Janet Jackson have played a knock it out of the park at the most, or a feasible Storm at the least? Again, like I said, we will never know. But the controversy continues, especially with the recent talk by Keke Palmer about wanting to be considered for an X-Men role. It just continues to push itself out. And I know fans of the X-Men and fans of Storm that have been fans of Storm since the comics feel like we have not gotten a decent depiction of Storm cinematically, neither by the four times, yeah, I believe it's four times Halle Berry portrayed Storm, and the one time Storm was portrayed by Alexandra Shipp in the Apocalypse movie. We still didn't feel like we got a decent Storm. So there you go. I'm throwing out my Storm candidates. Those are my Storm candidates right there. You could say what you want to say about them. They're terrible. They're too old. They're too young. They're not enough this. They're not enough that. But all of these actresses at one time or another have played a physical role. All of these actresses at one time or another have been in an action movie or series. So it's not their physical prowess anyway that's in question as a Storm, but their ability to act. We know Yetide Badaki is an amazing actress, as we saw on American Gods. But of the women that are depicted here, Yetide is the oldest. So we know Marvel likes to drag, driggity, drag. So Yetide Badaki could very well be 50 by the time, you know what I'm saying, we get our stuff together. Well, not we, but Marvel Studios gets their stuff together and start making a poppin' X-Men movie. Janelle Monáe, we already know she could probably do it because everybody's talking about she'd be the best candidate to be Joe Moline. If anybody wanted to see the Joe Moline Green Lantern, of course, Nafisa Williams, top right. She played Thunder in the Black Lightning series, so we know she looked good in a superhero suit, and we know she can do her superhero thing. Okay, DeWanda Wise, her Jurassic Park Dominion, and Nafisa and DeWanda are both relatively young, mid-30s, so they could definitely do it. And of course, Nicole Bahari, who I think is a wonderful actress and has been in action movies. She's the second oldest person on this list of candidates, so that will play out the way it plays out. You know how it goes with these kinds of things. So talk to me, y'all. What do y'all think? Who do you think would make a great Storm? Do you think Janet Jackson would have made a wonderful Storm back in the 2000s when the X-Men movies came out? Do you? Don't you? Will you? Won't you? How you feel about it? You know, drop it in the comments. And as always, that's it for now. But fret not, I will be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other. Hit the music.